some comments down here if you have any questions, and I'll check those out here in a little bit. So what I want to do, basically, I want to go and run through here really quick again and just give like one of your very top tips, all right? You know, why are you having these results, and why are you having these results so fast? And that's kind of what people are here. You know, I told them, I was like, you're going to get a ton of value and just random nuggets that will, you know, help your business and things like that. So if you got a pen and paper, make sure you get ready, because you're going to jot down some little nuggets that some peeps are going to rock out for us. So let's just do this again. Let's go from the left to the right. So Ash, unmute yourself, brother. Let the peeps know why you have a $6,000 plus residual monthly income with our system.
Okay, first of all, I have to admit that, admittedly, with ILN, I've been very lucky to be. I actually don't know, but I've been very lucky to find a lot of real winners and a lot of real producers. And with the simple ease of duplication, it's grew exponentially within itself. I looked at my income back, a screenshot I'd taken back in January to send to a friend of mine. We were reading old messages, and in January it was about $700 a month a total. And you know, here are we 4 months later, for argument's sake, and it's now 4 figures, and it's going to hit 5 figures before the end of the year.
What? You know,
Sorry?
what's curious to me is, what was your income last month before Speedwealth was out? Just last month.
Spitballing, probably about 3K.
So it jumped, it doubled basically right after Speedwealth launched.
I mean, one of the biggest things that ILN brought to the table, and you know this yourself, TLA blew everything up. I mean, it's been
the big
TLA,
commissions.
Big commissions. It was true value. It's not just the typical stuff you're used to seeing on the internet where they're forcing up sales. There's real value to that there. That particular product. So I mean, I think that's really where I got lucky. Well, I didn't get lucky. I think it's just the way it is. If you really drive the company, or if you drive the offer to the right people, you're going to see the results. And I don't know if anybody will agree with that, but they should.
Oh, for sure. Well, if I was just to interject, you know, when you say lucky, really what Ash has done is taken full advantage of our comp plan. He's earning team sales completely deep and wide, because we have unlimited width on team sales, and you can go down 4 levels deep at 10% commissions, which is unheard of. But basically what he's did, instead of being lucky, he's actually built really solid and strong connections. So he's got a guy named Frazier, which should have been on the line tonight, who's making over $10,000 a month, who's a hustler, went out there and made a ton of sales, and then his team spread. And most of the guys that are under here, a lot of them are under the Frazier's team as well, so who are under Ash. So Ash, you're making passive sales like it's going out of style. I mean, how many personal recruits do you have? Like 20 or 30 maybe?
This is the painful thing to a lot of people, and at the same time, as much as it'll make a lot of people cringe, it should really make them realize how powerful this company actually is. I've 19 people. This sort of income should be illegal, and I've 19 people frontline, and I believe in my pay structure probably 400 or 500, easily 400 or 500. I've never properly counted, but.
Oh man, if that doesn't show you the power of our compensation plan, I don't know what does.
And all the offers and everything else, it's absolutely sick. And the income hasn't just sort of went like this here; it's went like that.
That's what I love about this compensation plan is it only takes a couple really strong connections, and you're set. Yeah. You know, you can do it. What's nice about our comp plan is you can do the work yourself and get paid a lot of money, or you can literally go out there and target kings, like people who are going to go out there and hustle. And what Ash is really good about is, like with Frazier, is that he communicated with Frazier all the time, and he's good at really rallying people. So he gets on Google Hangouts with people all the time and stuff like that. So he's a good leader versus a good recruiter, right? Because, I mean, he could maybe want to recruit, but I think what Ash likes to do is really mastermind with his people and then help them go out there and make a difference, you know? So, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, Ash, but I think that's really kind of your gift, is that behind-the-scenes kind of thing more than anything.
Mine is absolutely the behind-the-scenes stuff, creating ideas and stuff that the little guy can do to become the big guy. We all start somewhere. We all start, we all have that struggle with recruiting. what I do now, rather than focus on recruiting people for myself, because I simply don't need to. So it sounds kind of bad to say that, but I don't. So I would rather focus on the little guy, get him to a solid place, and then move on to another little guy and get him to a solid place. And all of a sudden, I've got two hustlers, and that, long term, there's more leverage out of that. So I felt like that's a better direction to go, and ILN has provided that exact setup for it. So
19 people, and I bet you, I mean, our comp plan goes unlimited with, so I mean, he's only just at the beginning. I mean, next month, I have a feeling you're going to be at $10,000 a month in residual, so it's going to be crazy.
At this rate, I'm really inclined to agree. I give it 8 weeks, and I'll be $10,000 a month. I give it 8 weeks at current pace, anyway.
Crazy. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you because, I brought in Jamie, who brought in Ash, and then Ash brought in Fraser, which literally started the wildfire. So, you got to appreciate the connections that go down no matter what, which is awesome. That's why I love comp plans, because literally life is about connections. It's about networking. And the more you're out there, utilizing our strategies and our tactics, the more that you'll go out there and capture the people who you need to be with your business. That's what I did with Mark Overson. I mean, Mark Overson's a co-founder here, and I went out and made a difference to where I caught his attention, and now he's a co-founder here, and his credibility of the industry, makes ILN's credibility instant, right? You know what I'm saying? So it really goes down to the networking and the connections that you do out here and hustling to get there, because I had to hustle my ass off to get Mark to notice me. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. That's awesome, brother. If you got any last words, brother, we're good. Other than that, go ahead and hop off for us, and then we can get some other people who are trying to get on, and we'll be golden. You good? All right, rock and roll. Ben, come on, brother. Tear it up.
Yeah, well, 6.5K, man. This last 5 weeks has been ridiculous. Like, it really, I keep saying to people in LLM, this shouldn't even be legal. I feel like we're like robbing a bank right now. Seriously, honestly, I go into like my ledger every day, and every now and again I'll check it, and then I'll get a message off Vincent and saying it's just gone up by another $200 like in the last 10 seconds, and I'm like, where's this money coming from? Who are these people? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people on here who are like connected to me in my downline who I've never really even spoken to. It's like just crazy. It's seriously crazy, but the key for me to hitting that is a few things. First of all, two words, which I know you love, Vince, is speed and action.
Mm-hmm.
I got into ILN really originally because I was looking for some training, and then I'm just competitive, and you were running a competition, and I thought, you know what, I want to compete, and I think. In the first couple of weeks, I brought in like 30 plus people or something. And then because I took action and I was doing things quickly, obviously I was connected to people like Angie, who were connected to people like Jermaine and, Mac and all kinds of different people. People saw that I was being consistent and having fun and taking action, and they wanted to come and have fun too. Angie jumped in, who just blew it up completely. I mean, Angie alone makes me hundreds and hundreds, just one person, and that's the power of this comp plan. And then when people like Jermaine jump in, who's a beast, and people like Mac jump in, and Nate, and, I look at the quality of people in my kind of network, and it's like there's no way I can fail to hit 6 figures plus this year. I'm after 50K, but I'll be happy with 30 or 40K. I keep saying that it's gonna happen. It's just a fact, because I'm gonna keep taking action, and I know that these guys they're all heavy hitters too, who are hungry to make money and help a lot of people. So I'm just like really excited about what's going on right now. It's just it's unbelievable almost, but it's awesome at the same time.
I love it. What's a strategy that you could give somebody, in just a minute, like speaking about it? What's something you do on Facebook daily? Because, if I interject really quick, what Ben does amazing is he's consistent, and every day he's posting value. on Facebook. And what that does is it attracts other people who are going to be consistent, post value, and naturally value attracts people to you, no matter what it is. But what do you think, Ben, what's the top thing that you think that you're doing daily that makes a huge difference for your business?
Probably the value, Vince. You know, I heard something a while back, and you know, this person was saying like value is like currency. So what I try to bring into my business is everything I do on Facebook. I try and come from a place of how is this going to help the other person move forward. And you know, the guy who joined me tonight at Pro, he just messaged me and said, I researched ILN and I saw that you were like giving out a lot of value on Facebook and you were one of the best, and I just wanted to join you. Now I don't know this guy, but because he comes to my Facebook page and he sees the stuff that I'm putting on there, he knows straight away that I'm a person who's going to help him. That and you know the whole Facebook messaging. You know, I connect with a lot of people daily. You know, I send out messages. I'm inviting people to come and mastermind with me, and just by sheerly doing the numbers, I guess, I'm just picking out people, and it's only a matter of time before people check me out and they see the proof and they see the people I'm working with, where you know serious people want to get on board and they want to make money too. So.
That's what I think it is. I think that's what it is. It's about that consistency and the value. And where do you get the value from?
Well, obviously, I go into my back office. You know what I'm saying?
In ILN,
I go into my back office. I mean, I went in there. I was in there earlier today. What was I reading? Like legacy-minded leadership. You know, and I'm like 15 minutes in, and I'm thinking, why did I not have this info like 3 years ago? Because that could have just cut out the learning curve so much. You know, I did a lot of stuff in this industry, some of it bad, some of it really, really great training. But I'm just finding with the whole ILM thing, the whole environment is just bringing out the best in me. I'm really surrounded by, I'm kept accountable, I'm kept pumped up, and I'm just at a really good place. And I think when you feel great in yourself, people sense that, and they just want to come and hang with you. And, you know, more than anything, as Kelly and Calvin would say, we're just having fun every day. You know, it's abundance time, as they would say. So,
I love it. Yeah, totally. I mean, I watched something today of like a really strong marketer, and literally strategies and tactics and all that stuff is so boring that doesn't attract people really. It comes down to the excitement and the value that you're giving, and really kind of the show that you're putting on it at the same time. So that's a really good tip as well. So that's what you're doing, which is awesome, brother. So, all right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, brother. We're going to just keep dropping out and adding, and then we'll see if we have some more people that want to come back on here at the end. But we appreciate you, brother, so much. All right, let's rock over to, let's go to Jaden and keep this rocking and rolling.
What's going on?
All right, brother. So give some peeps, and this guy, I mean, there's not very many people that work as hard as you do as well. Lots of hustlers on our team, which is awesome, and that's kind of the energy that I kind of wanted to pass down in this community, because I work my butt off. We don't work hard, like have to do labor, but our minds work hard, which is actually harder than most people. It's a lot harder than this. But actually, Jaden does both. This man works out.
You do both. It's cool, man. No, I've just been blown away lately, man. I mean, just I love waking up every morning and like just waking up to those cha-ching emails. It's been, since the launch of Speedballs, man. I've been consistently getting like 2 to 3 of those emails a day, and it's just crazy. It makes me really excited, and I mean the great thing is like I've gone to the point now where most of the people joining me, like I don't even have a conversation with them prior, just because the things I have in place, they just discover me through the power of Google and my blog rate, and they'll just stumble upon my blog, develop that relationship and rapport, and then they end up just partnering with me, and it's a really cool thing not having to even necessarily like convince people yourself to like try to join you and stuff. Like they're just attracted to you, right, just naturally.
I love that. What do you think? Okay, so what's you're talking about a lot of attraction, people are finding you. So what's your tip? What's your main thing that you do? I know that your stuff is a little bit more advanced and needs to be watched on training, which we are still going to put that in there. We just haven't been able to launch
Yeah.
it properly. What's kind of a tip that you kind of would give a brand new person? You know, it's in this.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, it's all just about solving people's problems and providing solutions to those problems, and you do that through, as Ben was talking about in detail, through just giving value. And the way that you get value and the way that you get solutions to people's problems is you align yourself with a mentor, you align yourself with a training platform that gives you training that actually works, right? And that's what's so great about ILN is we have training on so many different topics that people want. If people really connect and have fun with doing Facebook, then that's great. You can market on Facebook. If people really connect with and they like writing, they like blogging, then you can become an expert at blogging, right? That's what I like about the internet lifestyle now, because we teach you so many success principles that work, and if you apply them, you're going to see results. Period.
I love that. And so you are actually what's so cool is you're going to Thailand. What in how many weeks? Just 2 weeks now, right?
Just like under 2 weeks. Really pumped for that.
And you just get to do
It's making it seem
that.
like real, like it's gonna be happening, man. Like it's absolutely phenomenal.
It's you
It's
know
all
it's,
thanks
it's
to
so
Island.
it's so exciting to me that it's all happening at the right timing too. Like I know when you made that decision, your income wasn't even that. You were just believing, right? You were just like
Right.
believing that it was good. And that's what I've kind of lived my life like that. I've always just like I've made a decision and I believed and I took the action like you've been taking. And it happens, man. That's the beauty of it. So I'm just pumped, man. Now I know, in my heart, because I watch you guys, grind your stuff and make things, and I always look at your guys' income. I'm like, I know when they're finally going to get to a place where they can look and do those things without like a tense heart. You know what I'm saying? And so now with your income rising like that and being able to go out to Thailand and all that, man, like $4,500 a month in Thailand. It's like I think it's like 15
Yeah,
or
man. You can live like a
20,000.
king. I just turned 20, man. Like on March 24th. So like it's pretty phenomenal being able to be so young, being able to live that internet lifestyle, and being able to mastermind with Fraser and the whole bunch of the ASF crew. I mean, it's just amazing. Totally life
That's
changing.
and you're coming back to my house after the San Diego thing for a couple days too, right?
I am looking forward to that as well. It's gonna be an
That's gonna be awesome.
exciting next few months.
We're gonna have some fun, brother. All right, well, you are the man, and we're actually gonna put some of his training in there here within the next couple of weeks when we finally can slow down, because I've wanting to focus on it. I don't want to just throw something back there, and it's really good blogging training. He tears it up with his. How many visits a day do you get on your blog now?
I think right now I'm at about 1,300 to 1,500 a day, and
Think
going
of
up
for
with
those of you guys
crazy.
who are out there. Think about 13 to 1,500 people seeing your stuff every day, and you're not paying for that. You just went
No,
out there.
exactly. That's what's so cool about blogging is like you're not paying for any of that. You don't have your margins are incredibly high because the only cost you have is what you're paying for your ILN membership and then whatever else like autoresponders and stuff. But like it's incredible.
It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy stuff. All right, I'm pumped to release that stuff. You the man. I can't wait to see you, brother. And thanks for sharing. All
No
right,
worries.
you the man. All right, so let's rock and roll over to Jamie. Did you wake up, brother?
I did. It's 20 to 4 in the morning, and you're killing me. When you send that message saying, I want you on, do me a favour. But no, I'm glad to be here. Really glad to be here.
Jamie, literally. Oh my God, man. Without, it's hilarious. Without this relationship, who knows what would happen with Frazier and
Yeah,
Ash
man.
and just the madness and Angie and literally this whole like huge group over here wouldn't even be here probably with our relationship. That's how powerful relationships are, man. So
A bit like
you're up to.
Facebook. Do I get my name on the mast? Is that what they call it at Facebook?
Oh man, you should get something because you started a crazy movement with our quick relationship. And so your income, you're actually another one. Actually, how many personal recruits do you have?
I think I'm on about the 45 mark.
So
I jacked it up the last few weeks while I was away, strangely enough. And yeah, I think I'm not tearing up any records or anything like that, but like I think it was Ash, but I
a
think also
leader
Ben
finder.
mentioned it, that he likes to work with people closely. I'm very
Mhm.
much of that mold. I don't want to get in 100 people and just kind of leave them to the wolves. But in this company, it doesn't really matter because they quite follow the plan and follow the instructions mindset anyway. So you can kind of just throw people in and they'll just pick things up.
And
Yeah.
so it's kind of down to your own personal choice and mindset, really, in that respect with this.
So only 40 people, right? And your income, what are you? Are you almost at 7,000 a month now?
Something like that. I never kind of talk money really, but yeah, it's something that a lot of people work very hard in a normal proper job, and they never achieve in their entire lives.
That's crazy.
So I'm very very fortunate with what we have here.
Yeah, you get to sit behind your computer and chill, and you you and your lady go to like all over the place all the time. It's amazing.
We travel. I mean, travel's the passion. We were in Isle of Man visiting one of her brother's new babies, and we had a couple of TLA pop just through kind of the magic of solo ads. But because of the activity, obviously, of to be fair, nearly everybody on the panel. But you know, the comp plan, like Ash said on before, he was almost embarrassed that he's done 19 people and doing kind of crazy money, and that's nothing to be embarrassed of at all. I think he's gone and he's gone to bed, because you know, the fact that, you know, he's worked hard and he's got in some really key people, and you know, everybody's key people, but if you work with any individual, then they will become key people in their own right. You know, in giving enough time and enough nurturing and enough training and encouragement. And it's about spending time with those people and not thinking, oh, he's a newbie, he's not going to set the world alight, let's leave him alone. It's about recognizing who are the slow burners and who are the kind of the fast pace setters. And I've got a couple of slow burners, and I'm really proud of them because of the journey that they've taken in the last, how long has it been, Vince? Has it been, what, 9 months, something like that?
Yeah, since we started, yep.
Yeah, so, you know, the fact that they're kind of growing along their journey as well, and you know, sometimes we might lose sight of the fact because we only look at the leaderboard people and things, and that's not what I'm about. Certainly, it's about, you know, capturing everybody and bringing everybody along for the ride, because that's what we're all about, really.
Totally, and then just bringing them in and making them feel like they're home. That's the thing too. Like, you've been a part of a lot of companies. Have you ever been a part of something where, like, you know, when people get in here, they're just like, it's a solid place that you don't have to worry about, you know, nonsense happening behind the scenes or anything like that?
I think, I mean, there's a whole plethora, that's a good word for 3:45 in the morning. There's a whole mix of things that's out there, both online and offline, and it really is each to their own, because you've got to find a company that mixes with your values, or rather aligns with your values. And I know that I can put anybody in the ILN Facebook group and they won't get cross-recruited, they won't get cross-pitched, they won't have the distractions of the next big shiny thing that comes along, because of the community that we have here. So I am able to put my closest friends in the group and in the business without knowing or thinking I need to warn them, I need to brief them that something's coming. Excuse me. And I love it for that respect, because it's a safe company, even though it's a new company. I mean, it's 9 months old, but I feel that it's a safe company that has the foundations to be a clean, ethical, and transparent company moving forward. I mean, yeah, we've had problems. We've had servers go down, we've had videos go down. Crikey, you must have been doing your nut 2 days ago when all the videos disappeared.
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
But, you know, these things happen, and the fact that they happen, they're resolved quickly, is just testament to kind of Vince, Clifton, and everybody. And it's good when problems happen, because I mean, I'm sure you weren't thinking it at the time, but the fact that things were resolved relatively quickly is just a testament to everything that we have here, and that allows us to build on that for the future and scale it up to what we're up to now, 20,000. You know, we can get to 50, 100,000 people, and we've encountered the growing problems and the teething problems. I mean, my ledger, I don't think has been right once, because of you know, everything that's coming and going, and Heather tears her hair out, Jess tears her hair out especially, and I don't think I got paid once on time. But you know, that happens, mistake happens, and issues happen and stuff, and I want to thank kind of Jess and Heather for putting up with me saying I've not been paid this week. But the fact that things like that have happened, they've then gone on to iPayout, which is a really strong, sturdy solution. I'm just absolutely blown away with all the little details that have been put in place. So I'm just now waiting for the is it the car plan that's coming next, Vince?
Yep, we're gonna bust out the car plan. It's so funny to bring me back to memories of PayPal and crazy commission jackups. And now we're in I pay out, and Jess is just like in heaven, just smooth.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna let some rock stars
Thank you.
chat it up.
Absolutely.
You are the man. Thanks for jumping on at what, 4 in the morning?
Yeah. Okay.
You go to sleep, brother. You go to sleep. You go to sleep. I love it.
I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll. All right. So what I want you guys to do really quick is Clifton just figured out how to get the comments going, and I'm gonna go to my screen really fast. This is kind of funny. I'm gonna see what happens. But basically, what I want you guys to do is refresh right now when you see this, and scroll down here and go ahead and comment down here. We have new comments. I want to see what we got going on here, and you can actually sort it by the newest, and the latest comments will come up here to the very top. And it looks like we have some kind of loser down here, so let's go ahead and cover her up with some awesome comments. And let me know what you guys are thinking below. Let me know some of the best tips that you have that you've gotten so far, so I'd love to see that. All right, so what I want to do, so it looks like Angie decided to join us. Did you take a little siesta?
Yes, I've been going hard to knock out that 10K goal, so I fell asleep, but I'm here.
I love it. I love it. Did you cross that 10K mark yet?
I believe I still have $200 to go, so right there.
So you have one more. So basically, you'll hit it before the end of, let's see, you still got tomorrow as well, which is awesome. So basically what we did was we all went through real quick, and we set our results really fast, and now we're going through the part where we're giving just like a top tip that's on our mind that would help people out there who are watching to come in here and just really crush it, make a difference.
Very cool. Well, yeah, so I've been in the industry for about 4 years, and what I've learned over that period of time is that for new people coming in, you have to keep it so simple. So what I've been telling everybody as they come in is just forget literally everything that you've been taught before and bring it back to the basics. And we've been focusing on this Facebook group strategy. So I've literally been just sending people into the Facebook group all day, every day, putting all of my energy into that exactly. And as people are coming in, those that are just sticking with it and getting results, those are the ones that I'm focusing on, working on daily to help them to get the results that they need. So we've just been focusing on action right out of the gates, and as you go, then working on your wisdom, your mindset, which is something that a lot of people in the industry teach quite the opposite. They teach you have to get in, you have to learn everything, you have to master your mind before you can start taking any action whatsoever. So the biggest piece of advice that I can give is just take action right away, because action is what is truly going to breed that confidence, right? Because inaction breeds doubt. So just go full force, what you've been given here with ILN, and I mean, the results speak for themselves every single day. So many people just having results. We've been just having a blast, celebrating every single day. So.
I love it. I love it. What do you think that is your, I think it's kind of the same line as what we talked to Ben. You weren't here. But what do you think your daily action tip would be? Like, what would you tell somebody to do every single day?
Just be consistent with providing value. That's probably the number one thing that I do in my business, is just all day long sharing value on Facebook, doing videos of value, anything to basically attract people to you, because everyone's looking for a leader. Everybody wants somebody that can just show them the way. So if you're just committed to going out there and sharing what you're learning as you go, then naturally you're going to be a little bit one step ahead of somebody else that's looking to get started. So they're going to look to you for advice, and it's just a big ripple effect along the way.
I love that. And that's kind of the same thing that we were talking about with Ben, is he provides value constantly, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 status updates of just value that comes out, and you do the same thing. And that's really what attracts people around. And I tell people all the time, value is the reason why you're going to make income. The more value that you give to this world, the more income that comes in naturally. And a lot of people want to skip all the steps. They want to just think that it's going to magically happen. Here at the Speedwell system, I'll be completely honest, you don't have to have any value in the beginning. Like, you can literally get in, copy and paste, go, and people are going to buy stuff because it's that simple. But if you want long-term sustainable income where it really lasts and you want people to follow you for life, you got to dive in, do those quick action steps so you get into profit really fast. but then really go back in that back office and learn the value, because once you start mixing both of those, that's why people like Angie and all these people on the line are here, is that they give value while they make money. There's a huge difference between just making money, and you're going to find in this industry anybody who's making a great income is giving a lot of value. So at one point or another, there's some people that just drive traffic right now who are crushing it, but at one point they had to build up that huge listing, that huge thing of value. So you really have to give that out to the world. So that's bomb. Stay on here, Angie. I'm going to have you chat with some of your rock stars. What I want to do really quick is kind of spice this up. So let's see, who's next here? Jason? Jason. All right. So Jason, Jerry, you brought in Jason, right? Okay, so Jerry, you unmute yourself. And then you chat with Jason about his top stuff. You take over the role.
All right, awesome. This is pretty awesome stuff.
What's up, Jerry?
What's going on, my man?
Hey, listen.
Team Wealth is finally in the house here. That's all I gotta say.
Speed Wealth, yes, sir. And I want to say a special shout out to my man Rich O'Brien, who is actually my direct sponsor, and then Jerry is his sponsor. So together, you guys still hear me?
Yes, yeah, we got you.
Cool. So together, I'm so excited to be a part of this group and aligned with these talented people and the rest of the people on the panel as well. But go ahead, Jerry. What you got for me, buddy?
Well, this is hilarious. But I was going to say, Jason, you came from another company as well, and you were doing high ticket, and then somehow Rich was attracted to what I was doing. So tell us what brought you here. Why did you join ILN?
It's easy. I mean, and you're right. I actually have a primary business still, and I'm passionate about that business. But here's the thing. I was seeking something that I didn't have in that other business, and that was a community and a culture. There's something incredibly attractive about what's going on with this company, with the Facebook group. To be honest with you, I've been a full-time networker for 7 years, and I've completely neglected social media. I haven't not used Facebook, and so when I realized that I could come in and learn some skills and techniques to take my business to the next level, that was the initial attraction for me, was the training and then the community and the culture. And I mean, I'm just so excited to be amongst these people and learning things, because I've been doing this a while, so I feel like I've got a pretty good handle. But there's a lot of things that I'm learning just by going through the training and just networking back and forth with people like you, Jerry, and Rich, and the rest of the people on the panel. So that was really the initial attraction for me.
So, but
Go ahead.
What's the magic of ILN that you see? And I know Rich is going to comment on this, but I know when you build a business, you want to start seeing sales that happen automatically. And this is basically usually it's a dream to find that type of business. So what results are you seeing for the effort that you put in after you put somebody in?
Well, here's the amazing part. I didn't have to come in and create anything. I literally took Vince at his word, and I did exactly what he said, which is send emails. I literally did that. And here's the amazing part. Yes, I'm picking up some folks at the apprentice level and making the $20. But the amazing part is people are catching the vision, and they're literally upgrading to pro and then to executive. So I've picked up several people that, jumped up to TLA. And so I'm starting to make the bigger ticket commissions from just getting people into an entry-level program, entry level, and that they got the value from Vince and the videos, and they decided to step up. I didn't have to do anything. That's amazing to me.
I love that. And do you like how the step-up process, and for those of you guys who are out there who are just thinking $20 for this 37, there's a lot more, obviously, as we're talking about. But the step-up process in companies, that I've been in a part of, and just the way that the sales process is, does it feel like it ever has before? Like when people upgrade, do you feel like, oh, they're upgrading, this is good, but or do you feel like, yes, this is easy, this is money, the value that they're getting? I mean, what do you feel like? I mean, what does it feel like when people are upgrading?
I mean, for me personally, yeah, it's amazing because I know, here's the beautiful thing, I know they're going to be supported. If I fall off the planet Earth tomorrow, heaven forbid, I know that the system, the training, and the community is going to support my team. On top of what I'm already doing as far as support and value, I love the fact that this is already in place. I don't have to create it, and it's ready to go. It's plug and play, literally.
I love that. I love that. So let me see this connection. Okay, so Jerry, let's undo Rich. Unmute yourself over here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see the connection. So how did you and Rich meet?
Rich and I, we've kind of networked together, been in business together, kind of like where I was. Rich came and followed, and we've kind of had a relationship. And and then one day I let him know about Speed Wealth, and I think I just let it with you, Rich. And I didn't even come back to you, except you came back to me. I think it was a few days later, and also that's how it started, right?
Yeah, you had given me a phone call, and I said, Jerry, I'm doing really well with what I'm doing. I don't know why I'd even want to do such a thing, and because honestly, what Jason and I, we both make money, and so we did. When I saw the little ticket thing, I'm like, I'm really more into big ticket items now because I could work with less amount of people, make more money, and since I have a full-time job, that's what I liked. But he called me. He sent me a card in the mail. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy, he won't give up. And so I took a look at it, and I saw the funnel. I saw all the steps of the funnel. I'm like, oh my gosh, this leads down to a big ticket item. I'm like, and I don't have to do all the selling and telling, and I could get money on multiple levels where I'm just not having to crank out sales every month. And literally, that's what's happened. I've come in, I brought people like Jason and Barry Montero, and they started taking the ball, and they're bringing in people. I'm getting money for people I don't even know.
Yes,
and
awesome.
I've never had that before. It's always just been me just kind of busting my butt trying to make it happen, but this is different. And the system works. I don't have to worry about it. The training is pristine. It really is. And so, yeah.
I have a cool question really quick.
Yeah.
So I got a question down here. It says, I'm trying to figure out what is the product that ILN offers? What is the $37 a month paying for? Is this something that can help with my primary business? And Jerry always comes back to this. So why don't you answer that, Jerry?
Yeah. Well, the fact is that ILN is based on attraction marketing. So anybody who has any business, whatever it is, they need to learn how to attract business to you. And one of the things that you truly need is a intellectual property on the internet, also known as a blog. So one of the foundation steps for my team is to get their blog up and running within 24, 48, 72 hours, because you got to get a blog up. I mean, there's nothing more impressive than when people go to, should I say, Ashley's blog, who created for me. I mean, this is a kick-butt blog, okay? Because all answers happen when people go to my blog. I know that they're going to be hooked. They're going to be happy. They're going to see somebody at least they can relate to. So you need a blog. So it's very important that you get your foundation ready, get it going. So that's why everybody who's looking at ILN, the product with us is it's a blog. You get a blog. You learn how to blog. It's very exciting. But also it's about the training. You need the leadership training. You need something that's going to teach you. So many people can teach you how to market. I mean, there's so many ways to market, but until you get this right, the mindset right, I don't care what business you're in, you got to get that right. So that's what ILN does extremely well.
I love it. So let's run back real quick. So let's start with Jason. So what's your top tip? What would be a good tip that you do daily that's getting you your results?
You know what? Essentially, bottom line is take action. I'm doing something every day to build my business, sending emails, doing follow-up. In fact, if I may, I want to digress from that question for 1 second to give some people some value, because an incredible thing happened to me yesterday. I got this in the mail. Let's see if I can put it up here. Okay, folks, what this is a card, a physical card. Rich O'Brien, my sponsor in ILN, sent me a card congratulating me for joining this business.
Wow.
He had a personal message in there. Folks, I cannot tell you how incredibly impactful that is. So first of all, Rich, thank you for showing leadership and
That's
stepping
powerful
up.
stuff.
Here's the value. So guess what? Today I go out and I buy myself some thank you cards. I realized that by taking 5 minutes after somebody spends money with me and joining my business, taking a few minutes to write them a personal card and send it in the mail, snail mail, a tangible item, and say thank you, literally, folks, that is like securing my business, potentially keeping them around, because nobody does that. Mm-hmm. Think about how powerful that is. So in a digital world where we emails and and online videos and stuff, which all those things I love, to actually get a tangible, physical card from Rich literally just it showed so much. It showed leadership to me, and it basically prompted me to take action to do the same thing with my team. So I know that's not initial lead generation, but it's definitely follow up. And as they say, the fortune's in the follow up. So boom, Rich O'Brien, thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
That's
Thanks.
powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Where did you? I mean, Rich, what's a good tip? I mean, that was obviously something you do that is going to make your business sustain for a long, long time, and pass on a legacy to really make people feel that way. But what else would be another tip that you do on a daily basis to find rock stars like Jason and things like that?
Well, one, when I went through the training when I was talking about the kings and queens, finding those people, I took that seriously. Like, you know what? I want to work with the best possible people I have that are driven just like me. And so I'd say the other key that I could give is this thing right here called a phone, is that when people call, you actually answer it, and you talk to them like a real person, and you answer their questions, and you ask for the sell. And you will get people calling you, and literally people are shocked every time I answer my phone. They're like, oh, I didn't know I was going to talk to you. I'm like, well, you did call my phone, so what's your question? And literally this makes me more money than anything. So it's easy to, I mean, there's literally millions of people out there that you can contact, and that's the, people always think finding leads is like the difficult thing. That's the most easiest part of our business. I mean, I could tell people how to find a lead, 100 leads in 5 minutes. And so get on this thing, answer this device, and you will make money.
I love it. There's, have you gone through Mark's closing scripts at all?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I love it so much. I'm actually making 3x5 cards and just committing them all to memory because the more you can ask those specific questions that kind of lead people in the right way, and they come to conclusions in their own mind.
Golden.
Yeah, absolutely golden.
I love it. All right, Jerry, what's your top tip, brother?
The top tip basically is, just the last couple of days I had somebody who had not made any sales yet, and her name is Patricia, and I coached her, and this reminded me of what is the most important tips, which are basically learn to be bold in your business, right? Don't be shy. This is go time. You're in business, treat it like a business. And I told her, I said, when I get in my chair and I'm ready to do business, I'm doing business, which means to carve out the time that you need to do business. Don't try to do it, like a little bit here and a little bit there. Do it, commit to it, and just do it, and then be consistent. Now, based on that, it really is a matter of truly be bold. Now, what does that mean? If you don't know the value of what is ILN, it's impossible to be bold. So you have to realize the training, okay? If you don't know what training is in ILN, then get started with the training, okay? And that's the reason why, Vince, most of our people are doing and focused on Facebook training. They're focused on the free Facebook marketing strategies, is because I want people to be empowered by the free marketing training, which is why I want to give kudos to Angie Long. This girl is phenomenal. You are great, Angie. You're tremendous because, you give, and you gave so much to the team, and now it's just multiplying in so many different ways. So thank you. So now our team, literally, everybody looks to starting and working on Facebook. Why? Because here's the biggest reason. Free Facebook marketing strategies work because when you dominate it and you literally, I can't keep hearing the dings going crazy in my head. It's going crazy. There's so many things going on in my head. Is
that yours? Is that yours?
I don't know. I don't know if it's Heather or somebody else, but bottom line, here's the deal. If you focus on free Facebook marketing strategies, you become valuable in the eyes of the other prospects. That's because if you know free stuff, people are always going to be searching for you. They're going to find out, hey, how did you do it? Free Facebook marketing strategies. So that's why ILN is awesome. That's the reason why my greatest tip is focusing on the training that you get already for free inside ILN. It's unbelievable. And then just decide to do it and be consistent with your marketing. And then, of course, do what? Just be bold. Some people out there, 95, 98% of this industry are failing so much, and they're going from place to place to place every 3 days. Why? Because they got the shiny object syndrome, because they don't know really how to market out there. So when you are the free Facebook marketing guru, they're going to be attracted to you. All right? So back to you, Vince.
I love you guys. Man, seriously, if this is giving you some value, definitely comment below so everybody can see. And when they get off later, they can read the comments. But this is amazing. You guys are out. I'm getting blown up right now, actually, on Facebook. People are like, this is the best webinar you've ever done. I said, probably because I'm not even talking. But anyways, no, so what I want to do, man, is literally what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hand it off to, so you guys are good. You guys can stay Jerry's group. You guys can stay or go, whatever you want to do. What I'm going to do is hand it off to Angie, let her lead a little bit here and talk to Jermaine and Higgins and Justin and just, you know, ask them what their top tips are. Give a little whatever you want to say and just run the show because, shoot, you can recruit better than I can. I know that.
Yeah, we've been having just so much fun, so I feel like that's part of the key to our success is just having a blast. I mean, you know, specifically Kelly and Kelvin, we joke about this all the time. Kelvin coined a term, abundance. So that high vibe that we've been having, just literally having fun all day long, has been just attracting just tons and tons of people. So I actually want to start with them. So Kelly and Kelvin, you guys came in and right out of the gate recruited, I think, over 50 people like your first 2 weeks. And it was so fun just to watch you guys come in and just crush it. And you shared with me you have had experience, right, in the industry, and you pretty much got rid of everything that you knew as well and dug into the training that we have provided because you realize that, you know, if it works, don't fix it. So if you guys just want to chime in and share your experience, you know, with the training and how you've been able to recruit so many people in such a short period of time, that would be awesome.
Sure.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we pretty much took what we'd learned in the past and we set a lot of it aside because one of the things I wanted to do is to be able to show the people that come in how simple it is. And if we were able to, you know, bring in 39 our first week, over 50 in our first 2, anybody can do it because we didn't go to our list. We went straight to the raw material that's out there, and we started out with the Facebook messaging. And we're only now starting to get into doing some of the other forms of marketing that we do, and we do very well and have fun with. So we're looking forward to expanding on it quite a bit.
Yeah, we really did. We said, okay, we're going to wipe out everything. Everything we know how to do, we're not going to use it. We are going to go into the ILNU and what our team has set up and only use what's in that university because we wanted to see, because, you know, yeah, we've had a lot of experience and we want to make sure that, you know, we just wanted to see if everything worked as it worked. And so my first day out, I didn't even tell Kelvin actually I was joining ILN. Because
she told me at the end of the day that she did.
I said, you know, I'm going to try out this little thing. I'm going to try this thing, you know, for today, just for today.
I thought it was just another little tool she was buying.
Yeah, like a tool. and I, by the end of the day, I think I put 8 strangers, people I didn't know, into the business. And so I said, Kelvin, you got to look at this, you know. And so we just both rocked it out. We've only been in about 5 weeks. I think we've put in like 130
plus personals, and we bought in, you know, Brian who's just become a monster of ours, and we love him to death.
Brian
and
Jones.
He's our Frasier.
And 2 of those weeks we've been driving across country, so we haven't really been doing as much as we want to do. And now we're in one place, and we're just gonna. It's time to ramp this thing up right now.
So we are.
But part of the key, I think, if you ask, did you ask this? for us, is really plugging into the people who are action takers and making sure that they're making their $20 in 24 hours, and then.
We love this thing too, guys.
We cut each other off a lot. If you guys aren't familiar with us, we're like. We cut each other off, but you know, we really have a lot of fun, like you said, and we make sure that our people are having fun, that they're plugged into to ILNU, period, and taking action in that first 24 hours. and making that first $20, and then it just, takes a life of its own on. I think whoever said that, that's so true. That when people plug in, they're well taken care of, and they just start duplicating, and you don't even know how the heck it happened.
You don't. and it's all about that feeling, that vibe. Like the word abundance, it wasn't a planned thing. We were just talking, I guess, on the webinar that you guys had, and we were having I was having fun, and it just sort of flowed out. And it's people like to think they're joining because they've got all the logical things, but even back in any kind of sales, people buy everything they do in their life, they do from emotions. Everything is from emotions. And if you have somebody happy and feeling in a good mood, they're going to want to be with you and doing what you're doing. And with this team, it's just been so easy. It's like I'm just sitting here listening to the people that are making money in this company.
Wow.
And every single one of you guys, every one of you is saying something with Kelly and I going, oh, darn, he took that. We're jotting down new notes. Because everybody that does this stuff right is all doing the same stuff. And I get people, and we all get these, the ones that come in, and I'll say, did you do the training? They say, well, I scanned the videos. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Did you do the trainings? Did you set up your group? Did you go in the back office? And the ones that did, it's funny. They all enrolled people in their first week. And the ones that didn't, it's really interesting. Most of them didn't enroll anybody in their first week.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, my gosh.
So it's the consistency of doing what's in front of you and trusting the fact that people like Vincent, I mean, I've never met Vincent. We've barely chatted anywhere, but I love it. I love everything he's done and so much of the stuff that happens. We were talking earlier about the connection between everybody that's in our team and what we're doing, and how I'll be thinking something, working with Kelly, putting together an idea for a video, and I'll go online and there, Angie's got a post about the same thing.
Oh, I know.
And before Vincent even sees it, he's got another post about the same thing worded differently. And it's like, well, wait a minute. And none of us were doing it because we saw the other persons. They were all happening at the same time. And it's so fun.
Yes, that's awesome. I swear everybody is tuned into the same wavelength, so that is going on a lot.
It's hilarious, that you say that, because we have like Facebook chats, just private ones or whatever, and we'll be talking, Ben and a few of us will be talking, and we'll literally all say the same thing at one time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the wavelength is nuts. I mean, go ahead. I don't want to interject.
No, it's
That's
awesome.
all right. That's all right. And Ben, thank you, by the way, for the old man nod. Appreciated it. Thanks.
Yeah, we're like the senior citizens of
I'm going
ILN.
to shave and dye my hair, dude, okay?
We consider ourselves like Grammy and Grandpa of ILN. So.
I love it. But yeah, I just wanted to hit on a couple things that you guys actually said, which I hit on earlier in our team hangout, right? Which was a lot of people come here just to test it out, like stick their toe in the water, which is even sort of what I did. I just came for the additional training and for an additional income stream, really. But then once I dug in and started seeing how easily people that were plugging in that were new were getting results, then I started taking a little bit closer look at it and figuring out how we could get people to just run with this. And people are plugging in, and the duplication is just happening so much that people are deciding to just stick here and make it their home, right? People that had no intention of coming here to making it their primary business. That's happening every day. So great point there, guys. And congrats on all of your success so far. I'm excited to see you guys hit 6 figures this year.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Piece of cake. We're on the way.
Awesome. Well, you guys keep up the good work. And let's see. We'll hop over to Jermaine here. So Jermaine, we've known each other for about 1.5 years, and actually he was my first online mentor ever. So I did about 2 years of offline marketing, came online to figure out how I could actually build that business on the internet, and that's when I found Jermaine, because he was literally all over the place. He does a lot of different strategies. Video, was the main thing that really intrigued me about what he was doing. So we worked on several businesses together over the past year, and learned a ton from him. He just crushes literally everything that he does. So, Jermaine, I think you put in maybe 45 people this month. Is that right?
So, yeah, somewhere around there. Maybe a little less, but I'll take 45. Can you guys?
Yeah, you start.
Right. Okay. Cool. First and foremost, I want to ask Ben, can I borrow your accent, or Ash or somebody? I've always wanted like a cool accent, right? No, I'm joking. All right. So I had to break the ice with myself. Believe it or not, I get on Hangouts and I get little butterflies and stuff. But no, guys, I mean, you're looking at a system that, first and foremost, Ben, thank you for, obviously bringing in Angie, who in turn brought me in, because when you have something simple like this, like Angie says, you just plug people in, you send emails, and you realize, for me, it was a no-brainer because I've known Vincent for years. I've been watching him since 2010. I watched him when he did the whole Solomon product, and I've learned things from Mark Hoverson that I said, all right, they're coming out with something new. It's fast. It's my pace. I'm in, right? So when I first got in, it was just like Angie said. It's like, all right, another stream of income, and then you get in and you realize that there's a community of people that there's really no community online like that right now. And I've told people, like, in my teams, I've told them that there's really no other community that is provided online for marketers like ourselves. So, once again, Ben, thank you for bringing in Angie. Angie, in turn, bringing in myself, and obviously Vincent and Mark and Clifton, right, the behind-the-scenes guy, for putting this all together, because I believe it's just getting started, and I truly believe in the system. I mean, if you can send an email, that's what most marketers want. So that's probably getting into like some, different level stuff, but that's what most like top producers or top marketers want. They want something they could plug in an email and send it and get signups, right? So when you have something like that, it's a no-brainer. I see Justin shaking his head yes, because like you said, it's what he's doing. He's sending emails, and whether you're sending emails or you're doing Facebook or you're doing Instagram or solo ads or PPC or PPV or blogging or viral videos or software, you're still driving traffic. So if you drive a bunch of traffic and the offer doesn't convert, you got a problem. So Vincent, man, you guys got something killer going on, and that's what I have to say. If you guys can't tell, I get a little, whatever on Hangouts, but it's out of my comfort zone. I like webinars, but when I get on Hangouts, I sometimes lose my words, but hopefully I've given some.
You're crushing it, boss.
Hey, somebody.
No, for real, it's awesome. I want to interject really quick, Angie. So give me, what's kind of cool about you, brother, is when you're doing something and you're crushing it, you kind of show me behind the scenes a little bit. And you showed me like a blog thing that you did, and you got like 200,000 views to that thing because the way that you set up. So what's one of your top tips that you would give like a newbie though coming in? Because that was semi-advanced stuff that you were doing that I saw that was crazy. But what would you tell somebody that's just coming in the system, like with your? Because if you guys don't know, like you do like what $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 masterminds with people and stuff, and really get down deep and coach them and get them to that next level. So what is something you bring when you bring somebody in that's brand new? Kind of a top tip that you would give them right out the gate.
Well, right out of the gate, there's two things I have in mind. The rest of them, like they were saying, everybody else on the panel took them, so I had to come up with two different things, right?
There you go. Nice.
So one would be to learn, implement, teach, which is the LIT formula that I learned. So it's LIT, right? So learn it, implement it, and then teach it. Especially if you're learning it inside ILNU, go out and reciprocate that value in a different way that attracts people. Like you said, attract people through value. So that would be one thing, and the other one I would say, just be consistent. I mean, I win by default, right? I'm still in the game. I haven't quit. I haven't gave up. I'm still swinging, and so I say the fact that you're just consistent. I mean, I've been consistent for 1,200 days. There's been not one day where I'm not doing something in my business. I don't know, whether it's just sending out an email or making some videos or doing some viral blog and, doing that in 2 hours and then being done for the day and getting 500 leads from a viral blog post. Just be consistent, right? So that would be my top tip, is to stay in the game, be consistent, and then don't be afraid to learn, implement, teach. And I had a guy ask me today, he says, Jermaine, well, how do I know what I can teach, right? How do I know what I can actually give? And so for me, I told him, I just said, basically, everything that we learn out there, and I will say that there's the irresistible info marketing blueprint, right, in the back of one of the upgrades in the back office. Well, when that first came out, I learned how to create a caffeine product, right? And that's something that, will make you some quick cash. So there's a lot of value back there. Now, something like that you might want to, go out and regurgitate but something as basic as just the basics, getting in and teaching how to create a video and get keywords ranked, or learning how to rank a video or stuff like that, because it's out there anyways. You can learn how to do it on YouTube. So I think that that's probably how maybe you can decipher. Maybe one of the other leaders want to chime in, but somebody asked me, they say, what value do you give away? And so I say, give it all away, right? But I've learned slowly but surely there's certain things that you don't want to just give right out of the gate. But once again, learn, implement, teach, and stay consistent.
One of the good things that you just kind of brought to my mind that I'm thinking about newbies watching, people just thinking about joining, or even people who are a part of the company who's brand new, they don't feel like they are worthy to teach until they have some sort of result. Right? Until they make income, or until they get on a panel like this. But that's bull. As soon as you learn something, as soon as you learn anything, you immediately are already placed above that next person. So you're already turned into that leader for that particular product or that particular subject. And that's what I've always done in my business, and I'm sure that's the same with you. I mean, as soon as you learn something, you go out there and teach it, and the people who learn that from you, you're immediately their leader, no matter what position you're in. Is that how you kind of started as well? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I learned early on, like I said, from people like Mark Overson. Mark Overson actually called me about 3.5 years ago, and he was probably using some of those scripts that Rich was talking about earlier. And I didn't take the offer, right? I had a different path, and so just what it was. But yeah, I mean, I lost my train of thought.
Three years later, it worked.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly.
I love it though. I love how you're like probably one of the best. I mean, once you learn something, I see you go immediately showcase that, and I love that. And I love how you get pumped and excited about that. And really, your energy level, I think, is one of the main things as well that attracts people to you, because your posts are just always energetic, right? And so that's kind of another really huge tip. As long as you're not boring out there too, I mean, that's a huge thing as well. You got to be exciting, right? You can't just be posting stuff that's boring. So everybody that's on this panel, that's been on this panel, are pretty exciting people, which is pretty cool. So I'm pumped. You're the man. Angie, sorry, I'm stealing your show.
Oh, no problem.
Jermaine, you're awesome, brother.
Jermaine also said something that he didn't necessarily say, but that he still gets the butterflies doing hangouts, which I do too. So something that top income earners do is just get outside of their comfort zone, right? No matter how it makes us feel, we just do it and work through that, and then that's how you really, really grow. It's just putting yourself out there. Because I know for me personally, it took me 3 years to get comfortable just to do a video, and then starting to do hangouts and webinars. I remember Jermaine made me do my first webinar, and literally I made excuses for probably 2 weeks why I couldn't do it, because I was just so weirded out by it. But anyways, I got through that, and I just keep pushing through, and every time I push through that uncomfortable feeling, I definitely grow. So good point there, Jermaine. We will hop over to Justin. Justin, I actually met along with his partner Anthony of the Next Level Mastermind at an event, I believe it was Denver, and you guys were just absolute rock stars. You had hit like the top 200 of that contest of that event. Justin was like a celebrity on the screen. He won some video contest, and they've just been out there leading with heart, for an entire year. I've been watching them just going strong and helping their people have success. So they had been watching what I was doing on Facebook with ILN and how much I just laser focused in on this platform and how the newbies were having success. So Anthony actually hit me up and took it to Justin, and here they are. They came in, and I think within their first 2 days brought in 35 people, maybe more. So I'll let Justin tell that part.
Yeah, well, first I'm excited to be on. It's really a pleasure being on the company-wide hangout, and big ups to you, Angie. We appreciate you. You are just out there in the trenches with your team every day, which says a lot. And so you're right. When you got laser focused, we were like, okay, hold on, wait. Like Angie, because we got a little joke that she was like the queen of shiny balls. You know what I'm saying? And, and so, Anthony came to me, and he's probably watching this right now. He wasn't feeling too good because I think he had too many strawberry milkshakes last night. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, dude, you got to pop on the hangout, just give value. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really pumped up because if you're watching this hangout and you're on our team, I want you to know that this is your time. I'm really serious when I say that. I want you to know that this is your time, because we're excited about the results that everyday people who've never had success before, they're finally winning. For the first time, they're actually able to plug in, and they're not in information overload. They're not in the buy the next product or we're not going to talk to you mode. They're not in this that you have to be a guru or that you have to know the latest secret to get results now. They're literally able to plug into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, my Facebook has been blowing up since I've been on this thing. There's a guy who just joined, and he was like, dude, like, you got to call me because I'm brand new. And truthfully, I don't like to be on the phone. I like to just work an hour or two a day and hang out and do fun stuff and watch commissions pouring, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to, do that? And he's like, dude, you got to call me. I said, bro, it's easy and simple. I said, all you got to do is just plug people into the Facebook group. He's like, hold on, wait. Is that it? I was like, yeah. So many people have seen just difficult and complex things for so long that when they see something very easy and stuff, they start freaking out, but and that shows me the power of what's going on, that there are literally people who've worked with me the past 6 to 8 months to a year who struggled. I mean, there's a guy on my team, his name's Freddie. I love to talk about my team. I could care less about, bringing in like 70 people in a week and making several, like thousands. I don't even know what our numbers are. Like, dude, because I've just been so focused on like the team right now, bringing 30 people in less than 24 hours. I could care less about all this stuff because there's finally people in our team winning. There's a guy named Mikhail, and he brought in 2 days ago, I checked, it was like 17 people, and he struggled for so long in his business. He said, he was watching a hangout that we did, and he said, dude, like, you guys had me, like, when you said that you wanted your team to win, and he just joined on the spot. Maybe, like, that's been your thing. You are building a business, and you're the only one making money. You know what I'm saying? And so, Angie, what was hilarious was, like, me and a team, me and some of the leaders, we were making great income. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars. We did over 100,000 in commissions. We're not even a year old yet in our mastermind. And, we were, vacationing on the beach buying BMWs, and our team was struggling. They were, and we were bringing people in just trying to get commissions, truthfully. We're just trying to sell them stuff because we knew that they probably wouldn't be in long. And that's just me being real, okay? You want to know the truth. I'm just transparent to the point where I'm going to tell you the truth. And, we decided, we say, how can we help our team win? How can we help the brand new person who's never had results before finally plug in? And there's a girl on my team who, like, struggled for 8 months, got her first sale. Like, she texted me the night before, and she said, Justin, I'm ready. I said, go out there and get your next sale over the next 24 hours. And she decided to do it. And then literally I woke up the next day, and she had her first sale in the Speed Wealth system. That's incredible. Incredible, And so my biggest tip, if you're watching this, and maybe you're brand new, right? And you don't even know, like, all the products like I do, right? Or you don't know, like, even how to do everything. And you're saying, how can I get results now? Maybe, you've been struggling for so long in your business, and you're saying, how can I break through to that next level? Because there's always a next level. I want you to have a vision, okay? A lot of people have shared different strategies and different things. I want you to have a vision because, for example, some of your vision, and whatever your vision is, that's fine. You have a vision of just making an extra $500 a month, but when you only personally sponsor 5 people a month, but you want to do 30, and you're trying to figure out why you're stuck in your life and business, is because your vision's not big enough. You know what was so funny, Vince, is that when I grew my vision, my income just took off, dude. Mm-hmm. Because I was at a restaurant like not too long ago, slaving around for $3 tips. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that my vision for my life was bigger, and I said, you know what, we're going to create 100 six-figure earners this year. And one thing I realized is that when we created that vision, people just started joining us on the spot. People say, dude, you don't got to convince me, I'm in, right? They just started getting in, and then now we have teams on top of teams. I think we're like 4 to 5 levels down, and we've just only been in this thing 7 days, 7 days, like, at the exact time 10:28, because we jumped off a call and people just started joining on the spot, and we created a vision that was bigger than ourselves. If you can do your vision by yourself, it's not big enough, right? Like Angie said, it's outside of the comfort zone, right? I can give you my latest strategy, right? But if your vision's not big enough, if you don't have this together, you're not gonna do it, right? Your vision has to be big. if you're on my team right now, I want you to post your vision right now I want you to post your vision, and I want you to tag me in it, because we got big vision. And if you're in ILN or whatever you're in, maybe you sneak on these hangouts and you're in another deal because you know our training school, right? I want you to post your vision on your Facebook right now, whatever that is. And I want you to, maybe right now it's uncomfortable, right? People laughed at me when I said that I was going to help 100 people create six figures in a year. People laughed at me when I said that I was going to, graduate from college and not go get a job, that I was going to do this little internet thing. People laughed at me. And now there are people who have never just really experienced success before in their life. They're finally winning. And see, that's why I do this every day. That's why I've been working, like crazy this past week, because I love the results that you can get by plugging into this thing. And so I don't want to talk like the entire time. I just get fired up, Angie, because like for the very first time, what ILN has created, there's heart here, right? There's nothing schemy about this. If you're one of those people, this is just not for you. If you're one of those people that, you want to hit the lottery overnight, or you can, but with the speed wealth system, I normally don't promise or guarantee anything, but come on, this thing's free. Like if you don't get the results you want, but you follow everything we say, like they're gonna pay you $100. Come on, my 5-year-old godson will sign up for this thing and like start getting people into the speed wealth system. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, and so I'm pumped up. We're here for the long run, and just know that we're doing this. And we want, if you're not in this thing yet, we're going to do this with or without you, but we'll love to have you. And you know what? I'm not even say that because if you're watching this up until this point now, you've already made the decision to get in. You've already decided to pull out your credit card and, just buy. You already decided to get all the free value and training. That's what won us over, Angie. Like the value on the front end. You know what I'm saying? And like we were sold on the value. For the brand new person, it's like everything you need to start having results now, and immediately you get the moment you plug in. So, yeah.
Powerful stuff. You always bring the energy, Justin. But yeah, Anthony did. When he came to me, he said, I have to look at the product first before I can share this with anybody. And then he went in, looked at the products, and he said, oh my gosh, this main product, The Apprentice, is worth way more than $37. Like, we have to share this, right?
Right, yeah. He called me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny. He called me. He's like, dude, you got to look at these trainings. I was like, bro, they're just trainings. He's like, no, dude, you got to look at it. I looked at the first one. I said, dude, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just pulled out my credit card. I was like, dude, what do we need to buy? You know what I'm saying? I was just in.
I love it. What I love about your guys' passion is the team duplication thing, man. Like, because at the end of the day, it's hilarious that you guys wanted 100 six-figure earners, because that's what I wanted in our company. And then you come on and you're like, we're going to create 100 six-figure earners in our group right now, this year. I was like, what? That's crazy. So, the vision, I could tell, and like you said, when your vision gets bigger, that's when your income can actually rise. Otherwise, it's just gonna plateau wherever you think it's gonna be. And that's the same thing I did, bro. It's almost 2 years now. I hooked up with Mark, and immediately my vision went, I'm gonna make $50,000 a month within the next couple of months, and I did it. Like literally, obviously I had some background to that, and I built up to where I could do that. But at the end of the day, you have to allow yourself to go there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been doing with like Angie and Ben. I'm like, you guys are going to get to 50,000. They're like, okay. Like I'm like, you guys will get there. You don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Because like they're so humble. They like, you know what I'm saying? They'll just go out there. I'm like, you guys are gonna make it happen. And so I think now, Angie, you and Ben nabbed your heads. If you feel like you can actually make it now, like you're there.
Yes.
Oh yes, for sure. Anybody can make this kind of money, and the reason why I always, give people a goal of 50,000 when they really get in this leadership role is that for some reason, when you start to get up to those kind of numbers, it allows your body and your mind to go into a whole different world. You start feeling like you can create anything that's going to change the world, literally. And that's literally when I started making this much money. I knew I could create a system like this. I knew I could have the funds to be able to do things like this. And right now our system costs us anywhere from $50,000 to $75,000, and it's just growing a month just to run the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't make income, you can't create magical things out there. You know what I'm saying? So I just love it, man. I just love the passion. I love that was the best tip that you gave right there for sure, is until you guys out there increase your vision, no matter how easy our Speedwell system is, you're not going to be able to get there. You're not going to be able to get what you want. And that's powerful stuff, brother. I'm just pumped. Like, what do you think what's the ultimate thing your guys been saying lately when they join? Like, what's their thing? What's a brand new person saying, like, their first day that they're in and they get a result? Like, are they freaking out? What are they feeling like?
Yeah, like, you know, your first commission, like, okay, I remember my first commission, and so I'm sure that they're, like, experiencing that too. I remember, like, these results, like, they are typical here at ILN, because you can't get your first commission, like, your first day. Well, that's what I experienced, like, when I first started online. And I remember, like, logging into my computer, I was like, who's this person, like, right here? You know what I'm saying? Because I just made a video and posted on my Facebook, and somebody watched the video and they decided to get in, and there was so much excitement and different things like that. And I was like, you know what? Like, this thing works. You know what I'm saying? I was sold on the internet completely when I first experienced it. And so a lot of them, you know, dude, when people never have results before, like, and they finally get it, something magical happens to them. And so that's what's been happening, man. And I'm pumped up with them. We promote them. We lift them up when they get their first result. Like, if you haven't had your first result right now, I want you to go out there and get it over the next 24 hours, because you can decide on the spot to do it. You know, change, Vincent, it doesn't take a long time. Like, most people think that change happens, like, over a long period of time, but it happens in an instant. And literally, you can be where you want to be. It doesn't matter where you've been in the past. You know, but you can decide now, and over the next 90 days, you can create incredible success. It doesn't take 2 to 3 years, right? Who likes the 40-year plan? Who likes the 2 to 3 year plan? You can do it in 90 days. And so that's our plan, right? To help you get your first in your first 24 hours, your first commission, your first month, $3,000, and then your first year to be a 6-figure income earner. And so that's pretty much the track that we're on to lead people to freedom, man. So, dude, that's it, man.
I love it. I love it. Let me do something really quick, and I'm going to come right back to you guys. So I'm going to go to my screen really fast. Let me make sure this is on. Okay. So there you can see you're watching us right here. I just want to remind everybody who's here, because I know we still got almost 400 people on here live on a Sunday night, which is crazy. So I absolutely love that. Basically, right here below this video, start your future 6-figure business right now with no investment. Go ahead and click on this button right now. It'll open up in a new window, and you can hear me on the other screen. And when you get onto this page, all you got to do is go down to this promo code, okay, down here, and type in secret7. And mine's already done, but if you hit apply, it's going to zero this out, as you can see right here. Okay? And you'll get 7 days free. 7 days free, full 7 days free inside of our Speedwell system and ILNU. And you literally, what our goal is to help you get into profit in your first 7 days, so you don't even basically have to pay for this membership. That's the beauty. All right? And then what's gonna happen is, I want to always remind you guys, after that 6th-ish day, that 6th or whatever, like right before your 7th day comes, if you're not satisfied, okay, you can always just go to your back office right here. If you go to the top right, go to my account, go over to subscriptions, and you'll have your subscriptions right here that you can make inactive. You don't have to contact support. You don't have to call us. There's not a long process there. You can cancel at any time. So just want to let you guys know that. So don't even worry about hitting up support to cancel, because that would just waste our support's time as well. And that doesn't happen very often, obviously, with the way that our growth is going. Other than that, you can also click this button down here below to check out our online family right here. If you click on that, you're going to visit our community with over 20,000 members, and you'll get to see how people are coming in day after day. And you can also see a little back office preview of what will happen after you join right here, which is very cool if you want to see what it's like to be inside of the system. This video right here will give you a quick little overview video of what is right here, the page that you land on after you become a member. Okay, you'll have step 1, step 2, and step 3. Okay, and then so basically this is how easy it is. You literally download an image, boom, you click the button, that image goes to your computer. Okay, you just downloaded that image that we set up for you. And then all you do is literally click inside of here, and you just right click and copy. and I'm getting blown up, and you just go to your home page. This is as fast as it happens right here. Go to your home page on Facebook or emails, whatever you want to do. This is how people make money literally within minutes after they join. And they go to photo, they go to downloads, wherever that image went, bam, they click, and literally you're into promoting within seriously seconds after you sign up. It's that fast. And here's what happens. And this is the easiest way for a brand new person. I'm showing you what a newbie would do, like brand new. Just jump on Facebook, throw this community link out there. People will click on this button or that link. They'll go to this Facebook group right here where Angie actually put together an awesome video, and she walks them step by step through how they can get started earning their first $20 online in 24 hours without spending any money to get started. They literally watch this video, they click this link, they sign up just how you're signing up today. It's literally that simple. Have you ever seen anything that simple, guys? I mean, there's nothing that simple. So it's absolutely amazing. And then here's the other thing that our leaders like to do who have email lists, and then also what I recommend you guys do who have current, just standard email lists of your friends. Step 2, right here, it says right here, you've just been sent an email, or you've sent an email to your email address that you can forward onto your contact list. Forward this email to your family and friends to give them the opportunity to make their first $20 online in the next 24 hours. You can also copy the email details below and paste them into a new email with your email provider, for example, Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail, etc. So this exact email right here was already, as soon as you sign up, is sent to your email to forward on to your contacts. So literally, all you do is go to your email and you forward this email. And this link right here that you can see is already set up. And once that goes to somebody, it's going to take them to this page, which is our Speedwell system. Okay? And so we have basically 2 entries of getting inside of the system. This way right here, this entry right here, is where your emails will want to send people, because this is all about how it's that simple. Forward an email, and that's it. If you can forward an email, you can make your first $20 online in the next 24 hours. And so this system is converting, and what industry leaders are saying with huge email lists as well, is converting higher than they've ever seen, like ever in years and years and years and years, which is very exciting because I had no clue what I was doing. I just thought I did. It ended up working out very nicely. So I ended up making something pretty cool on accident, and I always relate it back to Mark Overson's wisdom that I've gone through, just the way that I know how to close sales and get psychology into people's lives where they know they can make it happen. And so that's kind of what I've been able to do. And basically what people do is they enter their email right here. It goes into our company list, and we promote back to them day after day on your behalf. Okay, you don't have to do anything. You just let us do the work for you, and these cha-ching emails come, and it's absolutely a beautiful thing. What I want to do really quick is interject. So, like, Angie, do you love when I send out emails?
Oh my gosh, yes. That one night I said you had to have just done something, because I literally got 4 signups in a matter of seconds. And I think that day I ended with 17 just because of your emails. Crazy.
I love it. And that's one of the things that is hard for a brand new person, is to understand psychology of emails and understand how to make people click and take action inside of emails. So that's one of the powerful things that we do for you. We follow up for your leads for you, which is really cool. So then they watch this quick little 20-minute sales video. Bam. Click here. And they go to the same order form that you can get access to right now below this live online event by clicking this button right now. As you can see, we switched out this comment section in the middle of this webinar. Oh, look at this. But I gotta say, I don't mean to flood these comments, but I gotta say Justin Beasley is a badass. First time hearing him speak. Powerful, brother. I love that. That's really awesome. So as you can see, for throwing these comments up halfway through the webinar, we got 100 comments, which was very cool. And then before you guys get off here tonight, make sure you let our leaders know how much you appreciate them. I appreciate that myself. And you can kind of check out all the cool comments below. All right? Other than that, at the end of the day, it's really that easy. If you can forward an email, you're golden. If you can literally copy and paste, you're going to land right on this. Let's see, where am I at? You're going to land right on this page right here. We even have a Facebook app, which is crazy. It's actually not functioning right now because we're enhancing it. But that thing's crazy. Literally, you connect to Facebook, and we promote on your Facebook wall on your behalf. Okay, a lot of people have been freaking out wanting this back because when we took it down, we're trying to mess with the wording and the language because Facebook wants our language to be a little bit more generic, I suppose. So we're trying to mess with that, and then we're also enhancing it a little bit to where we can promote and do things a lot better as well. So that will be back for those of you guys who've been asking literally daily, because I know the automation of that is insane. But you know, with social media, automation is one of those things that you have to take with a grain of salt. You can't just rely on us to promote for you. Okay, you got to actually do the work, I guess, by clicking one of these swipes and copying and pasting. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's really as easy as it gets from the get-go. But like I said, and like I want to really remind everybody, especially people who are in, let me go back to my face, but especially people who are in ILN right now, and people who are going to sign up and see the ease and speed of this, which is why people sign up, which is why people have results so fast. What's going to really happen, though, if you want to create a long-term legacy like what all these leaders are going to do, where income's coming in no matter what they do for the rest of their life because they're building a really good reputation, you got to go inside the back office and really take in the value and bring that back out to the world. And that's what's going to cause that real solid leadership to take place, and then that real solid community take place, because these people are really good at building their own communities with inside of this network, which therefore that's my passion for those of you guys who are out there. It's not to just use ILN and just only focus on ILN. It's to get inside the system, leverage the money that you make from it, and go out there and do your own thing and have your own passions and everything like that. So that's all I know, fam. That's all I know. You guys got any last words to say? Because I think we are golden right now.
I want to say, I just have to thank Ben first off for bringing me here, because he introduced this to me, like this movement that he was creating inside of ILN at a time where I was thinking about leaving the industry because, you know, like I said, a lot of my team was not duplicating, and it started to just burn me out focusing on sales. So the fact that he was able to breathe life into me, as I did once to him as his mentor, it just really came full circle. And for those of you guys that are watching, as you've seen, like, this is literally the most heart-driven community that you will ever find. So if you just plug in, you're definitely going to get the help that you need, and obviously it works. So that's all I have to say.
I love it. Ben, let me hear some chime real quick before we get out of here, as you guys like to say. A little chime in action.
What Justin said, you know, I finally realized after a long time that, you know, I don't even think in this industry and in life until you actually really decide what your vision is. I think, yeah, you can make some fast money, but the money always seems to disappear. You know, when I decided a few months ago, when I took a step back and I realized that I'm making some sales and I'm making some money, but money's kind of coming and going, and I really wasn't even that happy. That's the truth. I wasn't even that happy. When I sat back and I realized what my actual vision is, it's a bit like Mark Overson said in the training I was watching the other day. That's why I love ILN. The training is immense. You know, when you actually have a vision and you can then come to the marketplace as a powerful creator, you know what I'm saying? And like I come on Facebook every day now, knowing that I'm guaranteed to make money because I'm running with a vision for my life, and it's attractive to people. People want to really work with people who are laser focused and know what they want and know where they're going. That's so powerful and attractive to people. And if people see you kind of, you know, people see you here, there, and everywhere, and 1 minute you're doing this and 1 minute you're doing that. I'm not saying that doesn't work. It can long term. You know, me and Andrew were on about this today. If you've got a huge list, then that can work. But people really, really want to see a leader who says, this is what I represent, this is what I'm going after, and this is what I'm going to do. And, you know, that in itself is more powerful than anything. So that's all I want to say. I'm glad that I found what my vision is, and I see myself with ILN for, you know, well, for a long, long time. That's it.
I love it, man. We appreciate you. Jermaine, you got any last words, brother? You're muted. You're muted right now.
All right, I'm not muted anymore, right?
You're good. Got any last words?
No, like I said, I appreciate, you know, the opportunity to be on here with these rock stars. You guys are all banging it out of the park, and I can't wait to grow my team and just keep duplicating, man. So appreciate it.
Heck yeah, brother. Hagens, you guys got some last word?
Always.
Yeah, of course.
Bring it.
Always talking. I just want to reiterate. Basically, Jason, man, you got me ready to sign up all over again. I'm ready to go with you. It's like, but I was getting to the point where I almost dreaded getting on my computer. I wasn't feeling absolutely 100% confident or at ease bringing people into what I was doing before ILN. And that's why I had my feelers out. But now with ILN, I mean, I've never seen such integrity and such heart-centered on. It just is a perfect alignment for us. And I feel so 110% confident sharing, more 1,000% confident sharing ILN and knowing the value that everyone's going to get. And it just has become like almost, that vibration or that energy of me just being, and Kellen being so just like in love with ILN is just the attraction factor out there. And I just thank you, Vincent, Mark, and Clifton.
Everybody. It's just, I got tired of spending most of my time selling my team on why they should stay in whatever opportunity I was in, and how the next thing that we had that we were going to plug them into was going to be the one that was going to work for them. And it got to the point where, I knew that everything we were showing them can work, but I knew that with the people I was working with, it never would. So even though I had great stuff to teach them, they were never going to go anywhere with it. And with this company, we have something for those people as well as something for the people that want to do the in-depth, the deeper marketing as well. I wanted something that when I looked down at my team, I knew the people that weren't making money, it's because they weren't doing crap, not because they didn't have crap that they could work with. And we got some great stuff here. And anybody that ain't making money, it's because they're not doing it, period.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean,
there's no doubt about it.
Everything.
Do it, you'll make money.
Yeah. Agreed.
First time I've ever been able to say that. Absolutely. Do it, you'll make money.
I love that, man. That's so powerful. You know what the sad part is that people will go away tonight not making a decision, and they will live the exact same life that they're living today, tomorrow, right? That is the saddest part about stuff like this, even after we got just massive results, right? And so what it makes me realize, is it's actually a good thing, because if everybody took action, right, then it would be way too hard for us to be successful, because there would just be so many successful people. And so, we'll tell you tonight, literally, if you want to become part of, the top 3% in the world, this is the easiest way to do it, right? And this is the easiest way to get that freedom that you want. So just all you got to do is make a decision to literally remove yourself from the 97% and plant your mind, just like Justin said, plant your mind and make that change right now. It doesn't happen over time. The change happens right now. The change happens right now. Make that happen. Don't be the person that walks away from this tonight. Be the person that takes action and give yourself the opportunity. You'll wake up tomorrow so much happier than you are right now, I guarantee, because you have a brand new possibility of literally transforming your life. And so what I want to do is I'm going to let Justin close this out, because I have a feeling that he's just got a powerful little word for you. Or
Dude,
something.
Actually, I was just going to say goodnight, right?
No, you got to say something, brother, and then we're going to get out of here. I just love your energy, man. I absolutely love it. So say something. Make the people who are on the fence right now just wake up and take action.
Well, man, I remember watching a hangout just like this one, and I was brand new. I had just got started maybe a few days ago, and I was watching some top leaders. And I remember seeing a small group of people, and it brought me to a quote. I'm not sure who said it, but it said, "Never doubt a small group of committed people who can change the world, because indeed that's the only way that it's always ever happened." And so a lot of people think that they have to be all the way at the top to finally make a change. They feel like they have to teach, that when they start making money, they can change the world. But you can change the world right now, because there's someone whose life's going to change. all because of you, and you're brand new. There's someone, and you're the answer to their prayer. There's someone who's going to stumble across, right, your Facebook post, and they were going to give up. And all because you decided to get in, or decided to take your business serious now, or decided to play in a big and major way, can completely change the course of a lot of people's lives. And so I appreciate this opportunity. Angie, thank you. Ben and Jermaine and the Kelvin, and I can't remember the other name. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate you guys. I'm looking forward to masterminding with all of you. And if you're watching this hangout, you can be here. I promise you, you can be here if you just decide. I want to say this real fast, Vincent, before I go. I was talking to a buddy of mine a few years back when I was struggling in another business, and he had finally made 6 figures. And I said, dude, how did you do it? He said, Justin, all it was a decision. And that's all I got for you. So you guys have a good night.
Much love, everybody. We're out of here. You guys, all the leaders who are still watching this, we appreciate you. All you guys, we appreciate you. And for those of you guys who are here with us still, it's obviously time to make that decision and join us, because we are going to welcome you in with open arms. Check those links below. Get started. We cannot wait to see you on the inside. Much love. Have a beautiful night. We'll see you on the next one.